Well, I didn't want to comment on the situation with Tibet and China because I thought it was an internal affair. But since it's happened and so much has been made of it lately, I think it's grown into something that it really shouldn't be, and it's involving a lot of misunderstanding between Westerners and Chinese. It's also affecting the peaceful Olympics, as we have seen in London, Paris, and San Francisco last week. So it kind of makes me feel like I should say something, and maybe somebody somewhere will find it useful. As you may have heard, last Sunday in Parliament Hill, thousands of pro-China supporters gathered to proclaim that Tibet was part of China for hundreds of years, um, denounce the Western media's distortion of the facts, and to encourage a peaceful Olympics for the whole world. But I think that many Westerners will probably think that all those supporters in Parliament Hill were brainwashed, as they say, by Chinese propaganda, and they're also angry that some Western media outlets are blocked by the Chinese government. But my question then is, why are so many Chinese people around the world upset with the Western media's distortion of the situation in China, and they have the same access to the free press as I do? Why are they just as angry as those in China? My answer is that the Western media is indeed biased towards China, and not just on the Tibet issue. I think it's been this way for a long, long time. Growing up in Canada, we were led to believe that China was very polluted, very dirty and crowded country. The environment was of no concern, and human rights were a huge problem. But last year, I took a 6-week vacation to China, and it was very different from what I was taught. The people were extremely warm and friendly. The cities were very green, and there was very, very old trees scattered throughout downtown Beijing, downtown Shanghai. You can see from these pictures how green it is, and this is downtown. Like there's trees that are hundreds of years old. There's huge parks. They use this bicycle to deliver pizza instead of a car. That's how concerned they are with the environment. I spoke with several ethnic Chinese people as well, such as the Han, the Bai, and the Tibetan people, and they were all very pleased with the growth of China and are excited and optimistic about the future. But the strange thing is, Westerners always seem to mention human rights when talking about China in the same breath. We seem to think that the whole country is suffering from a deplorable lack of human rights. However, when you go in there and talk to them, you will see that they are generally very happy and have a lot of hope for the future. Many are even willing to stay in China and do not even want to come to the West, as we probably assume. Human rights don't even cross their mind, and they find it strange that Westerners are always hung up on the human rights in China. Chinese know that China is not perfect, but as a developing country, China is trying hard and is coming a long way in developing their economy and solving their social problems. Many Chinese people have experienced phenomenal growth in the past 20 years, and will likely continue in the future. But coming back to the Tibet issue, many Westerners only seem to know Tibetan history after the 1950s. But when Chinese say that Tibet was part of China for hundreds of years, many Westerners are shocked and don't believe it. But how can these Westerners be so sure if they don't really know history? It's probably because they never took the time to learn. I know it because I used to be one of those people. I only knew the basics of China. I didn't have enough information to form a solid opinion on anything. I wanted to learn more, so I bought this textbook at the bookstore called The Rise of Modern China by Emmanuel Su. Now, this book is used in many Canadian universities, and it will teach you a lot about China over the last 400 years or so. It does not go into great detail about Tibet, but it does have old maps that clearly show Tibet as being part of China. It's very clear about that. But what I'm trying to say here is whether you are pro-China or anti-China, you should always use your own eyes and reasoning to arrive at your own conclusions. Don't let others do it for you, and don't just follow the Western media. The 2008 Beijing Olympics is a perfect opportunity to learn more about China and the Chinese. But unfortunately, some people are already refusing this chance, and some are even pushing for a boycott. Not only do these people have a closed mind, they are trying to ruin it for as many others as possible. We've all seen what they've tried to do in London, Paris, San Francisco. They even attack that person in the wheelchair. It's pretty shameful, I think, and pretty pathetic. It hopefully it doesn't speak to all Westerners, but the Chinese are very upset about that, and I don't blame them. I say go to China with an open mind and talk to the people. Learn things for yourself as I did. You may even be pleasantly surprised.